welcome back to my channel. In case you're new, I'm Shama from Happy Living Now, where we take on a holistic approach to helping you design a life that you love. Now, I'm going to apologize for me looking like this on camera. Please excuse the hairstyle. The reason for my look is actually I was in the process of combining some of my locks, and I figured I would make a video on it to show you how I go ahead and combine my locks and the method that I use. So to combine my locks, I use a combination of two-strand twist method and the interlocking method. Now, of course, you can choose to use either of the two methods. You can choose to combine your locks by just two-stranding them together and leaving them alone, or you could also interlock them at the roots instead of just combining them by two-strand twist. However, I have found that doing both works for me. So I will start by combining the two locks that I want to combine by two-strand twisting them together, and then going ahead and interlocking the roots. I was in the process of just going through my hair, combining locks and interlocking at the same time, and I figured I would do a quick little snippet of how I combine my locks. So without further ado, and I apologize if you can hear beeping, there's construction going on outside, but without further ado, let's go ahead and see how I combine my locks.
Okay, so I've pulled down some of the locks on that row, and now I'm going to go in with my rat tail comb and just make sure the parting is as clean and as neat as I want it to be. This section behind my ears, when I first installed my locks, it was a very small section of hair that I installed, and so now I'm actually going back through that section and combining some of the locks as they've thinned out over time. So here you will see I am taking two of the locks, and I'm sorry I wasn't really in focus here, but I'm taking two of the locks, which is one on the top and one at the bottom, and I'm gonna go ahead and two-strand twist those together to combine it. Now you will see that I am not twisting the hair too close to the scalp. That's because I want to make sure that I'm leaving enough space for interlocking. So as you see right here, I am twisting the hairs very loosely, as far from the scalp as I can, placing my finger, twisting tightly, and then proceeding with two-strand twisting the locks together for combining the locks. Then once I've completed two-strand twisting the locks together, the next step is to go ahead and interlock.
Okay, so in the last clip you saw how I went ahead and combined two of the locks that are smaller than I would like, so I went ahead and combined them by two-strand twist. Now I'm going to show you how I would actually continue to combine them by interlocking the roots. As you can see, I combined them, but they're not tight. I didn't twist them tightly to the roots. That's because I do want to leave some space so I could go ahead and interlock them. So I'm going to show you the 3-point rotation on here. Later on, I'll come back and show you the 3-point rotation on a regular lock. So this is the 3-point rotation. It's going to be the same way on single lock versus combined locks, but because these are just combined, I want to show you. So the whole idea with the 3-point rotation is that you're entering at 3 different points. Okay, so it doesn't matter at which point you enter, as long as you're entering 3 different points. Now, to keep things simple, you can enter at 9, 12, and then at 3 o'clock. That's the simplest 3-point rotation you could do. However, when I was doing my research for the 3-point rotation before I started doing 3-point rotations on myself, the 3-point rotation is a little bit different than how I just mentioned. So if you were to do, let's say, a 4-point rotation, you would enter at 4 different points, right? You would go in from, let's say, 3, 6, 9, and 12. It's the same concept with the 3-point rotation. You're entering in 3 different points. So again, if you wanted to keep it simple, you could enter at 9, 12, and 3 and be done, or you could enter 6, 9, and 12 and be done. Okay, depending on which direction you want your hair to lay. When I was doing my research, the 3-point rotation is, it might, and some people actually do confuse it with a 4-point rotation, but it's not. So let's say I started at 3. I entered at the direction of 3, right? For a 3-point rotation, I would go 3, 6, 3, 12. So it seems like I'm going in 4 different spots, but it's actually 3 points of entry. 3, 6, 3, 12. Okay, so that would be 1 rotation. And if I have enough to do multiple rotations, I would go beginning 3, 6, 3, 12, 3, 6, 3, 12. All right, I hope that made sense. So I'm gonna show you on these 2 locks that I just combined how I would do it. And of course, I'm gonna turn around and look in my mirror. All right, so this is this one because the 2 locks that I combined were sitting one on top of the other, right? One here and one here. Typically I would enter at 3, but because these 2 are combined top and bottom as opposed to side by side, entering at 3 is going to split the lock. And it's gonna, because I 2 strand twisted it to combine most of the lock, if I enter at 3, it's gonna keep going down, if you see what I mean. So assuming these were 3 o'clock, if I entered at 3, I would not be able to push my tool all the way down if I entered at 3, because I would be entering at the center part where the 2 locks were originally separated, and that means I would just keep unraveling my twist. So because these are combined, I am gonna go in from 6 instead. So I'm gonna do a 6, 9, 12. Yeah, I'm gonna go in 6, 9, 12, 9, 6 type of direction. Okay, so I'm gonna go up 6, and I pull it all the way down till I can't go anymore. So you can see, I'm gonna pull that up. Then I'm gonna go in from 9, entering at 9, all the way down, and pull. Right? Oh. Then I'm gonna go in at 12 to 6. Then I'm gonna go back 9 to 3. Then I'm gonna go 6 to 12. Then I'm gonna go back 9 to 3. And then for my last entry point, one more, I'm going to go through 12 to 6. That was a little bit tight. Technically I could have been done on 9 to 3 rotation. It's not that uncomfortable, but it is tight. So this is what it looks like. So the roots are interlocked and the rest of my hair is locked. The roots are interlocked. Can you see that? I don't know if I'm in focus. And the rest of the lock is 2 strand twisted. Okay, so that's how I go ahead combining my locks using both the 2 strand twist method and the interlocking method. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or video requests, leave them down in the comment section below as well. If you haven't yet subscribed, definitely go ahead and subscribe as well and hit the notification bell so you never miss another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys next time.